Hello, I will kind of review the Udes 1516s today, which is the tier 10 medium tank of the Swedish tech tree line. So I will tell you more about the armor and the gun later on in the video. And let's show firstly my equipment here. Bounty rammer, bounty stabilizer, and bounty ventilation. You can use any version of it. I'm just using the bounty ones. The reason I'm using it, well, gun rammer is obvious to reduce the shots you can fire. Not reduce, but reduce the reload time. The bounty stabilizer to aim less. And the ventilation is just to improve the overall characteristic of the tank, like also buff the DPM a bit, the accuracy, the aiming time, and so on. This tank has 1150 hit points, 5000 top speed, which is pretty good. Good concealment with almost 700 and, well, view range of 445, but this is 52 kilometers per hour and 45 view range are with field modernization. And talking about field modernization, I'm using this modernization here, because the tank isn't really often ammo-wrecked. It is damaged. It has often damaged some other module. I will show you. Here I'm reducing the aiming size. This tank has good aiming time. So I'm not further improving the stabilization. Here I'm not choosing anything because I don't want to lose the reverse speed. Even though it is pretty good and 22 would be it would be good. And getting some better camo, but still I'm just not choosing anything here. Here I want to be faster, just to get faster into position. You could make your top speed 48, but this is like, I wouldn't take it to make view range 473. So either choose this or choose nothing. Here I'm not choosing anything because, yeah, it's just repair speed or durability, but I don't want to lose durability, but also to not lose repair speed. Whatever. Overall, you also get 5% to engine power. To the crew perks, well, Brother and Arms, obviously it's the first perk you should always get. Recon, situational awareness to also improve the view range, concealment. Intuition to choose between the shells, between the shooting on long distances shells with 1000 shell velocity but poor penetration, or the, well, decent penetration but low shell velocity. Then Brothers in Arms, concealment, another intuition. It's a three members crew. Concealment, repairs, intuition, snapshot, and then firefighting. Here, Brothers in Arms, repairs, concealment, firefighting. Firefighting is very important, and also off-road driving. I don't have firefighting here and firefighting here, because I'm just counting too much on the RNG of this game and hoping that I won't set on fire. But this tank is often set on fire because the fuel tanks are located here. So if you get penetrated into the lower plate, your fuel tanks will be likely damaged. Let's see what the armor does here. The very lower plate is ricocheting off a PCR, but it isn't ricocheting off heat or AP. This part of the tank is easily penetratable. You see 82 millimeters, maximum 124 and so on. This part is at an extremely good angle, so it's difficult to penetrate here, or impossible to penetrate here with those 1015 millimeters. The turret can't be penetrated here with a PCR or not gold ammo. So if you are not shooting gold, you have to snipe those commander hatches, but they're very difficult to hit, especially with this thing here that can irritate sometimes, and you will hit this part where you can see no damage. But you can load gold ammo and penetrate them here and next to the gun. So this tank is looking Hulldown at you. You can't penetrate him easily anymore with gold ammo. The only thing here is the commander hatch. Or it can occur that your opponent makes a mistake and you can shoot here. This can often happen that he makes a mistake, because you have to drive out very carefully to put out your turret and don't show those parts, but only show this small ricocheting of parts. But if he doesn't make a mistake, well, try to shoot for the cupolas. The side of the tank. So side scraping of the tank. Well, this tank is not made for side scraping, but let's see. If you over angle too much, you will be penetrated easily, especially in those parts. If you angle like this, you can penetrate to the track, and the more the caliber, then easier it will be to penetrate your tank. And also, this tank isn't made for side scraping, so you shouldn't really often side scrape with it. So how to play this, or how to often play this tank? Play Hulldown and play Hulldown right. So don't show this parts, and you shouldn't be penetrated. So I start here on cliff. Oh, it's actually not cliff, it's a ring coast. And I'm going to the right side here, to the hill, to play Hulldown. Well, this leopard just jumped in front of me and stood there. And initially, I wanted to go to the hill, but then I saw, well, the object 260, the capacity E is going there. So that should have been enough tanks. So I am not going here for now. The Udes is here, the younger brother of this tank, and I'm shooting into his back. He wasn't expecting this. Yeah, getting one hit here. Here I'm a bit carefully with shooting to not hit that upper plate and ricochet off. And I was wiggling a bit here to maybe confuse him, and he didn't penetrate me, and he was finished by this Leopard PTA. This tank has 440 alpha damage, and 440 is very comfortable. Well, you can see again ramming with my allies. 440 is pretty comfortable. Like Object 260 has this alpha damage, Object 279 has this alpha damage, like Chieftain has this alpha damage. Well, I'm listening. So it's difficult to get tanks here, but 440 is better than 390 and better than 420. And because of the high alpha damage, the damage per minute is also not suffering. With 300, 600, 3600 damage per minute, that is pretty good. So overall, the damage output, the capability of the damage output from this tank is good, with good alpha damage and pretty high DPM. This tank has those hydromatic hydromatic function, and the problem with it that it is casting sometimes too late. Well, casting is maybe the wrong word here, but it needs a long time to work. So you can see I have to wait until I get this mechanic working. Overall, if it starts working, you can get up to 13 degrees of gun depression. And 13 degrees of gun depression is very good. SDB has still more with 14, but 13 is still very good. Here, well, I was aiming kinda bad here. So while playing at this hill, I also tanked some shots. You see, like, I tanked those 2 gold ammo shots from the IS-7. And I helped with that, I helped my Object 160 and Capizino 07. They had some troubles playing that hill, so I helped them. Here I snapshot the TVP here and also did some good spotting damage. So this battle should just show fast how good this tank, or not how good, yes, just for me personally, this tank is good. I like to play it sometimes. The reason for this is the alpha damage. I like the 440 alpha damage. The DPM is good. The mobility is also decent. It's not the best. It's not a Leopard with 70 kilometers per hour, but 50 is good for me. It is enough for me. I don't like 40 kilometers per hour or like that, but 50 is good for me. The armor of the tanks is also very versatile, so it is situational, but you can often put the armor to good use. Yeah, we were waiting until the Jack Panther was shooting someone, and here he did it. 11-3, well, this isn't a gloriful victory here, but you can see the Chaffer Tour has problems with penetrating me. And like from those scratches, you can see he shot the very upper plate and ricocheted off from it. So in total, this is for first class, 5,100 damage. Let's round that up. 1,000 assist, 2 kills, 2,100 damage tanked. So this tank can tank pretty good with his upper plate, and his turret. 1,111 experience, well, that's a good number actually here. 14 shots, 12 hits. So overall, I like this tank. It's recommended to grind this tank, and I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe, and bye.